Dark Case Files, Episode 2, The Whisper in Room 312. Not all mysteries begin with a body, sometimes, they start with a whisper. On a cold December night in 2019, the historic Hotel Marlowe exuded an air of haunted elegance, its corridors steeped in secrets and memories best left unspoken. Tonight, we step into a world where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, as we unravel the mystery of Elias Fry in a room that refuses to let go of its past. At precisely 2300 hours, Elias Fry arrived at the hotel with little more than quiet determination. The surveillance cameras caught his approach to room 312. There was nothing unusual about his entrance, a reserved gentleman seeking refuge and solace. But as the clock moved past midnight, unsettling events began to ripple through the dimly lit hallways of Hotel Marlowe. In the dead silence of a winter night, a sound pierced the stillness. At 2:17 a.m., an eerie noise echoed from the long corridor, a deep and sustained tone that sent chills down the spines of those who heard it. It was a sound that seemed to speak of past tragedies and whispered warnings. The quiet hotel, usually a sanctuary from the world outside, became a stage for an unseen force that resonated with a foreboding inevitability. By dawn, the hotel's staff discovered that something was amiss. A solitary camarera, determined to tidy the rooms before the day broke, attempted to enter room 312. Her knock was met by silence, an unyielding stillness that beckoned further investigation. With trepidation mounting, she pried open the door, only to find the room empty, a chamber devoid of the typical signs of life, devoid of the presence of its guest, Elias Fry. The police were called to the scene. They found no evidence of a struggle, no hint of violence, just a mysterious void where Elias should have been. Even more disturbing was an audio recording captured from the room, a low, indistinct whisper that echoed, "Neo era praelentra." Translated, it warned that someone had ventured where they were never meant to go. It was a message that defied explanation and deepened the growing mystery. As investigators combed through the hotel's archives, a pattern emerged. Room 312 was no ordinary chamber of the Hotel Marlowe. Historical records revealed that the same room had been linked to two previous disappearances, one in 1974 and another in 1996, both occurring in December. In each instance, guests vanished without a trace, leaving behind unanswered questions and a lingering sense of dread. The unsettling commonality of these events imbued the room with a reputation for harboring secrets and defying rational explanation. Guests and staff alike began to recount strange experiences. In hushed tones, they described eerie sounds in empty corridors and glimpses of figures lurking in the shadows. Some even claimed that the phone in room 312 rang on its own, connecting calls that ended in static and ghostly whispers. It was as if the hotel itself was alive with memories and haunted aspirations, compelling visitors to witness the inexplicable. Investigators noted a chilling similarity to cases from other infamous hotels. In 1935, a guest at a Kansas City hotel was later found in a state that defied explanation, his identity lost in the mists of time. The Cecil Hotel's notorious past, marked by inexplicable elevator behavior and bizarre sightings, resonated eerily with the unfolding events at Hotel Marlowe. The Myrtles plantation and the ghostly whispers of rooms long abandoned provided a sinister backdrop to what was transpiring in room 312. Each story, though distinct in detail, wove a pattern of the paranormal that refused to be dismissed. As questions mounted, theories began to circulate among both skeptics and believers. Some argued that a fault in the fabric of space-time could have played a role, a small fissure in reality allowing different moments to bleed together. Others whispered that Elias Fry was someone who should never have returned, that his arrival was an anomaly destined to disrupt years of eerie equilibrium. The evidence was circumstantial, yet the emotional weight of these ideas was impossible to ignore. It was a puzzle with missing pieces, each fragment hinting at a narrative much more complex than a mere disappearance. In a surprising twist, 3 days after Elias Fry vanished, a new reservation was made for room 312. The booking, made under the very same name, bore the identical identification and even featured the same photograph. It was as if the room was calling for its guest back, or perhaps, as if the ghost of Elias had reanimated his past identity. The reservation was a deliberate echo of the past, an eerie reminder that the hotel's history was not done repeating itself. It sent shivers through those who understood the weight of fate and the possibility that history might be doomed to repeat itself in the dim recesses of room 312. This revelation deepened the mystery further. The room was immediately sealed by hotel management in a desperate bid to contain what seemed to be an external force. Yet, the phenomena persisted. The telephone in room 312 continued to ring, its shrill sound a constant reminder of the life that once inhabited the space. Recorded voices, indistinct and eerie, filled the silence and fueled both dread and curiosity. For the hotel at large, and for those who believed in the spirit of the lost, the phone became a symbol, a call from another realm, a desperate plea from the other side. Each whispered call, each unexplained noise, compounded the enigma of room 312. It was a space where time itself seemed suspended, a liminal barrier between the living and the lost. The whispers and eerie recordings were more than just random anomalies, they appeared as messages, cryptic clues that invited both suspicion and wonder. The hotel had become not just a building, but a living archive of unsolved mysteries, where every door and every corridor held a story of haunted despair. In the midst of these strange occurrences, a team of investigators delved deeper into the history of Hotel Marlowe. They uncovered archived footage and faded photographs that chronicled the room's dark legacy. Each account added layers to the story of Elias Fry and his mysterious disappearance. The narrative was rich with subtle hints, and every detail pointed to the possibility that something otherworldly was at play. The presence that lurked within the walls of room 312 was both almost palpable and maddeningly elusive. In one particularly chilling interview, a longtime employee recounted the night of Elias's arrival. His voice trembled as he described the quiet routine of the evening that shattered into chaos with the unexplained sound in the corridor. His memories wove a tapestry of mundane events suddenly overtaken by a force that defied logic. It was a moment in time where the ordinary slipped into the realm of the extraordinary, leaving an indelible mark on every witness. His words resonated with the weight of truth, as if he understood that the hotel itself was speaking through the silence. The investigation revealed that Elias Fry was not simply a victim of circumstance. His arrival on that cold December night was shadowed by an inexplicable destiny. His identity, now intertwined with the ghosts of the past, seemed to straddle two worlds. There were those who believed that Elias was a traveler caught in a loop, forever bound to a fate dictated by the paranormal forces within the hotel. Others speculated that his presence was a catalyst, a spark that awakened dormant energies within room 312. The tension between these ideas fueled a growing sense of urgency and dread, leaving both investigators and onlookers questioning the very nature of presence and absence. As the investigation pressed on, new details emerged that complicated the narrative even further. Several hotel guests reported unusual sightings near room 312, claiming to see a shadowy figure lingering in the hall. Others mentioned a sense of being watched closely by unseen eyes. Every observation contributed to the evolving mythos surrounding the room. What had started as the disappearance of a single guest had matured into a full-blown mystery, one that intertwined tragedy with the supernatural. The atmosphere in the hotel grew increasingly oppressive, a tangible darkness that seeped into every corner of the establishment. The very walls seemed to whisper secrets of the past, carrying the voices of those who had long since vanished. In quiet moments, one might even perceive the sound of footsteps in empty corridors, a phantom echo of lives interrupted. This presence, felt yet never fully seen, demanded that each mystery be revisited, each unanswered question be acknowledged. As our investigation reaches its crescendo, we examine the paradox that is room 312. It is a place where disappearance and reappearance merge into a maddening loop, where the past seems to refuse its final rest. The echoes of forgotten voices serve as a reminder that some mysteries are too profound to be resolved neatly. The room stands as both a haunted relic and a beacon for those drawn to the unknown. It challenges our understanding of reality and forces us to confront the possibility that some doors, once opened, never truly close. Tonight, we leave you with more questions than answers. The whisper in room 312 continues to grow louder with every passing day, its message as cryptic as ever: someone or something is crossing a boundary that should forever remain sealed. The line between the physical and the paranormal has become perilously thin, and the history of Hotel Marlowe is written in the language of unsolved disappearances. The mystery of Elias Fry in room 312 lives on as an enduring enigma. A testament to the fact that sometimes, reality hides behind an elusive veil of shadows and whispers. What is clear is that the hotel's history is interlaced with the inexplicable, and every corridor, every sound, every whisper speaks of a truth that lurks at the edge of our understanding. In the dim light of Hotel Marlowe, as you imagine the silent corridors and the ghostly echo of footsteps, ask yourself, what truly happened to Elias Fry? Can the past ever be laid to rest when it is haunted by forces unseen? The questions remain as vast as the darkness enveloping room 312. Join us as we delve into the chilling tale of room 312 at Hotel Marlowe, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs.